So this leaves us with our airporty map. Having gone through, there's our airporty map. And the key thing here is, we have high-speed rail connect. Oh, look, my face is hiding in the grass. Hello, I'm hiding in the grass. We have high-speed rail. It's a known technology, and high-speed rail across the country would get rid of the need for a lot of flights. Not all flights. It would get rid of all domestic flights, but you still need to spread the load of international flights, and doing so by spreading the load of international flights and removing entirely all domestic flights, other than fringe ones to islands and things. Then you are able to reduce the burden on those local areas because you don't have to run them quite so intensively. And also, one of the things we need to do is then, where we can, and by the way, we can obliterate by 90%, realistically obliterate by 90% the realistically reachable by rail European air market. So that is where Eurostar absolutely needs to step up, and a lot of work needs to happen. St Pancras, watch this space. I will say that having by the way, of course, this to be consumed in line with episode 222, the high-speed rail network we need. So you can go back and look at that high-speed rail network and enjoy thinking about what the whole rail network looks like. Let's put my half face up in green. So here's our map, and you can start to see that this makes some sense. People are pointing out that's a lot of airports for the population. Yes, I'd agree, and it'd be nice to reduce those. But what I would say is actually what to do is to kind of even the load of what happens. So actually reduce the burden, how much is happening in the London airports, and spread those regionally. And then actually at that point, you might start being able to think strategically about some of those airports. But you have to remember, London is an extremely major city. And so I think you'll struggle to justify getting rid of those four. It'd be nice to be able to consolidate. I think you'd struggle to, given the size of the population. And I think the remainder, particularly if you then sort of overlay bits of our high-speed rail network on there, you start to see that there's a logic to it. If you look, you can see that they're kind of, for Wales, you've got the ability, you've got going to Bristol, going to Brum, and going to Manchester provides Wales with its connections. If you're in Glasgow, you're going over to Edinburgh. If you're in Aberdeen, you're going over to Inverness, or you're going down to Edinburgh, with frequent and improved, by the way, rail connections. You might find that quite a lot of people are going over to Newcastle and up to Newcastle. If you're in Yorkshire, you're either going to Manchester, as many people do, myself and others included, in York, going to Manchester, or potentially, if with improved rail connections, up to Newcastle as well. There is no need for there to be an airport in the region. There isn't. The Yorkshire's airport is Manchester, frankly, and ditto for Liverpool and surrounding area. And for the East Midlands, you're going to Brum, or you're going down the Midland Main Line to Luton, or you could go up to Manchester. Certainly, if we again overlay our kind of high speed, bearing in mind that our high speed network also does this as well. So, I just added a kind of the bare bones to sort of show you what that kind of looked like. Now, what of individual connectivity? We've talked a bit about these individual airports, but we'll talk more about this kind of shortly because it's worth saying that. It's worth saying that we'll talk a bit more about airports in the bonus. We can have a bit of a bonus, but if we bring those, kind of take our map and get rid of the colours and sort of see the spread of airports, it makes some sense. Like in terms of the geographical and population density, it makes some sense, I think. Brian Condren is saying airports should be located based on distance to other airports, size of airport reflects population. Yeah, agreed. And this for me feels like the right mix, accepting that there are, Bristol is a key one that is poorly located. I think we'll maybe go into some more of the detail on this for the bonus episode momentarily.